source. So I think a pro of the RP, I'll start with the pro, is awareness. For example, oh, I usually don't do this. Okay, all right, I know. Okay, you know, it helps you. As I think, what's Sharp? Yeah, Mr. Sharp. He's bald head with big muscles. Some
Oh yeah,
Darren Sharp. He
yeah.
calls it womanese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of understand, what's your body count? Like three. Okay. Right. Or it's like you meet her. Oh, you probably talk to, at least a couple dudes. No, just you. So it just helps you see behind the lines of what she really means.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Or when a girl says, "Oh, I'll let you know," that doesn't mean I'll let you know. It means I'm not interested. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
that helps men see through the lies. Like I have a guy text me, on my Patreon, hey, you know, she's been talking to me, but she's not linking. I think she's not interested. She says she is, but she never makes the time. Like, hey man, like he now he's getting it now. Before he just keep talking to her and keep talking to her and keep talking to her.
Yeah.
And now he okay. I listened to Defund Simping. He said she can't give you if she can't give you her availability straight up, just move on. So they're
Exactly.
basically before they meet a girl, let's say met a girl in January, he wouldn't call it quits till like May, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like
Yeah.
meets a girl in January and she's cut by January 10th because she couldn't make
Yeah.
it. She couldn't make a deal. She couldn't go out with him. So I think RP helps guys out with kind of weeding out girls who just want free attention and translating
Exactly.
some of their sayings.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
Got you. What do you think to wrap it up? What do you think what one con could be?
I mean, the biggest thing is that guys think that, well, like I said, I was talking about before, they forget that all the game in the world, like the strongest game in the world is actually romance, right? That's what women actually want. That's what actually gets them turned on. It's a mental thing for women. And so because of all this red pill stuff, they try to be this fucking stoic macho
All
man.
tough, no tender. Yeah, all tough, no tender.
Exactly. And they don't realize that game is like fucking finesse. Like, what's his name? Dean Williams also, the man mindset. He also talks a lot about this, and it's so critical. It's like, no, you're not supposed to get angry about all this shit and hate women. Like this is the negative side of it. Instead, you're supposed to like, okay, someone just gave me awareness. This is how the pieces of the board, this is the rules of the game. How can I finesse this to get what I want? Now, if you want to just bang girls, yeah, you could do that, but also still you're still gonna apply the finesse part of it too, right? Because these girls aren't looking for sex. They don't need it. They got plenty of it. What they're looking for is guys that is two things. One, guys that are actually really good at sex, then because 95% of guys are shit at sex, so they don't want to just hook up with you in a nightclub and then have like a shitty night. So like you got to demonstrate that by like how you're coming across, how you're talking, all those things. And they're looking for a romance. They're looking for maybe not even a boyfriend, but like a guy that like sweeps them off their feet, that they feel like they weren't just like hooked up with this guy. Like, so if you understand those elements of it and you apply that to the red pill knowledge you have and the game, bam, you're going to go way, way further. And you're going to get like texts from girls that will be like, oh, you're the best man that I ever met. I'm glad that I even just got to spend one night with you. As opposed to texts the next morning that are like, oh, I was really drunk last night or whatever, or like, yeah, you fucking loser. Why didn't you text me back out? Like, all kinds of shit like that, because they're gonna regret it. Like you could finesse
Got
them
you.
for a night. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta like apply both of these things. But the negative part is that guys get this in their head that they hate women, and that'll screw you all up.
Got you. And I think for me to wrap this up, my con of the RP is it can actually make sometimes a good girl who is down for you be gone forever. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you were so on defense mode, making sure she doesn't play you right. You're just doing all these everything so technical that you lose a good one in the process of playing. Playing it safe. So I feel like that's one thing. And also, of course, at the end of the day, marriage. You don't get the legacy of having. You can have kids, I guess, but like having a baby mama is a bit more. It depends what you want to do. But I think RP guys don't want to get married So you may not, you be 50 years old in your house by yourself, and that's cool. If that's what you want, that's totally
That's what
just,
you want.
yeah, it's plenty of men who are totally cool with peace and quiet. But it's funny. People think the grass is green on the other side. So the guy's 50 alone, looks out his window, sees a guy, holding his child's hand with the wife, and oh damn, what if? And then there's a guy, the married guy at the house who has a annoying, nagging wife. Like, man, I wish I'd be the guy in a nice high-rise apartment in LA, by myself. So everyone wants to kind of switch places sometimes. But other than that, man, that's why Purple Pill is pretty cool. I like that. You're aware of female nature, but you're willing and open to a relationship, which is I feel like
Yeah.
most men.
Yeah. And one piece on that, what you said
Yeah.
about the girl, like losing some of the girls. So you talked about earlier, women don't need game. They don't have game. They don't have game for getting laid. And you said that
Yeah.
they do need game for getting a boyfriend, for getting a committed relationship.
Yes, that's what that
and
really for that.
the best quality women that have the best game, like, and I coach women and I tell them, I'm like, don't sleep with a guy. Don't sleep with the guy, especially on the first night. Like make him show some kind of investment before you sleep with the guy. So to kind of bring it full circle, a lot of guys that get the red pill knowledge in their head, they're like, oh, okay, well, if she'll put it out for Chad, but if she doesn't. Sometimes like you get into a zone where a girl puts you in the bucket of like, you're a high quality dude and she doesn't want to blow with you and she has good game. So that's why she's not sleeping with you right away. Now, again, goes out like 5 nights or whatever, you could tell where you stand. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes guys cut those girls because they're like, okay, my red pill coach told me if she doesn't put out, she's out. Like, she belongs to the streets. And that's a bad, like if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for a girl that you want to have something maybe more with, you got to realize that those are the quality girls. Those are the girls that have some standards and have some respect for themselves. And so just to talk to your point about that, I think it's true. Guys do cut girls too quickly sometimes that were actually the quality ones, to just get with the hose. And it depends on what you're looking for, but just something to keep in mind.